we on, Rigo? T-minus a minute, guys, and I think we're unmuted. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Friday, April 2nd, 2021. I'd like to call to order the special board meeting of the Othello School District Board of Directors, and we'll begin this morning with the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would like to start off this meeting by thanking everyone who is here. Topic this morning is a discussion of a superintendent selection. I want to appreciate those that are in attendance here at the boardroom, those who are on social media, whether it's Zoom or I believe we're on YouTube as well. Thank you for joining us this morning. As most of us know, and if we don't, this morning I'd like to let everyone know that Dr. Hurst has accepted a job position with a district in California. He is still in negotiations to finalize that, but there's been an offer and an acceptance. So I want to take some time this morning to publicly thank Dr. Hurst. I'd like to thank him for the sacrifice that his family went through this. I think it was close to 5 years. They sought the Lord for a place to serve as a superintendent, and in conversations him and I had, he says he was led to Othello, and now the time has come to do something else and an opportunity to get closer to home, particularly his mother-in-law, who has some health issues, has arisen. This wanting to be sensitive to the guy upstairs, his words, not mine, a decision has been made. I want to thank Dr. Hurst for his initiative, for his out-of-the-box thinking he brought, I think, to the district, for his resolve in changing up a few things from what used to be the standard here. I thank him for the commitment and for not shying away from some of the tough decisions or circumstances that he confronted during his time here. So I just wanted to publicly thank him, appreciate him, wish him well, and just wanted an opportunity to publicly say thank you, Dr. Hurst. So you're very much appreciated. After this, of course, it leaves us in a situation where a very tough decision needs to be made. It goes without saying that it's been a trying time for all of us. And when I say all of us, I include every member of the district, every member of this community, because in some way, shape, or form, it affects us all. If you've got a student in the district, this decision impacts us all. So having said that, I think per our conversation, I think we're pretty much in agreement that because of the time of the game, it's rather late to do a search. Not impossible. I mean, we were given some great advice as to that being a possibility. Perhaps the pool of candidates wasn't going to be optimal, but not impossible. Per our conversation, we were in unison that an interim position is probably what we needed to do. So based on that, I want to make it known that we did have a conversation and spoke about a few internal candidates, had time to think about stuff, had some feedback from some members of the community, some members of the district, and I this morning think we have the perfect candidate in-house. I believe Pete Perez is that person. I have had an opportunity to ask him if he's interested in an interim position, and he said absolutely. Therefore, I move this morning that we appoint Pete Perez as the interim superintendent of the Othello School District. A written contract will be negotiated with Pete and myself and presented to the board on the April 12th meeting, and it will be an interim position. So I move that we appoint Pete this morning, and I would like us all to have a discussion just to reaffirm that or to represent that.
I second.
Okay. So there's been a motion made, and it's been seconded. Discussion.
Felt like everyone looked at me, so I'll go
Well,
first.
it usually
You're at the
starts
end,
that
sorry.
way.
You know, this isn't an easy decision, especially for Sharon and I. We've only been on the board for about a year. 80% of that time has been spent on Zoom. There's a lot of things that we know as a board that not everybody knows, and that we're not allowed to talk about, and that we don't share with people in the district and people in the community. And so this was a decision that weighed very heavily on all of us. And I think that we have chosen the right interim, and look at this like I don't want to steal Jen's metaphor, but a period of time where we can move forward in the best way possible, and then prepare ourselves for what comes next. And so if people felt frustrated with the board or frustrated with the lack of response, I apologize, but we're not allowed to talk about a lot of things. And there are things we know that you don't know. And so that made our decision in some ways really easy, and in some ways really, really difficult. And so I just want to let people know that this was not something that we took on lightly. And there was tears and prayers and lots of contemplating, and I think we're moving forward in the best way we can.
I would say that the largest and biggest responsibility of any board is to pick a superintendent, because that is the one only employee that the board has. And the analogy I have that she was referring to was the board and I hope this doesn't come out as offensive. We're dating. We're not married. This is a dating trial period for both sides, to try on for fit, and to make sure that not just the board, but the district, staff, and the community are like this fit. So that's my analogy. Dating. We're dating.
All I could really say is taking in all the considerations and stuff, and this is the best move for the district to move forward. I won't say a new beginning. We had a new beginning 5 years ago, and we've had some great ideals and thoughts brought into the district. And I know a lot of those will be carried on into the future. And that's what we want to see for our kids. And I think this is the best move for our kids and our children in our district right now.
Yeah, I would like to just reiterate our support, my personal support for Pete Perez, based on prior conversations before this even. Every time I talk to Pete, the sparkle in his eye, this is his time. I think he is prepared. I think he has gone through things that have made him a ideal candidate to be a superintendent, and I am very I think we are fortunate that we have an opportunity to name him as interim, give Pete the opportunity to prove himself in this capacity. He is an integral part of this district, has been. I believe he's been in the district, I want to say close to 25 years. I think I read somewhere he started as an EA, and I could be wrong with that, but I think Pete will relate to every single one of our members of the district, and I feel confident. Pete is ready and is going to lead us in the right direction. I am very confident of that, and I am glad that he'll be given this opportunity. So, having said that,
Wait, I think that Sharon, if Sharon wants to say something, then before we vote. I don't want to pressure you into saying anything there.
That's the one thing about being last. You don't have to say much because everyone around has spoken and said a lot of how you feel. And I feel the same as everyone. And so I'm ready.
okay, all in favor of appointing Pete Perez as the interim superintendent, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously, 5-0. Well, that was the purpose of our meeting this morning, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you all for being here. Appreciate you guys. Our business is concluded, and this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.